welcome to APNCV Newspaper Review. Here with me, I have the Punch newspaper and I have the Nation newspaper. Firstly, we are going to feature into the Punch newspaper for today. 2027 battle, Kano earthquake as Yusuf dumps opposition for ADC. The People Democratic Party, African Democratic Congress, and Labour Party have strongly criticized the All Progressive Congress following the defections of Kano State Governor Abba Yusuf from the New Nigeria People's Party to the ruling party, insisting that the developments will not alter the political reality ahead of the 2027 general elections. Reacting to the governor's decision to join the APC on Monday, the National Publicity Secretary of the PDP, Hine Emabog, and his ADC counterpart Bolaji Abdullahi said in a separate interview with The Punch that the defection reflects moral value rather than political strength, stressing that move driven by self-interest will not translate into votes for the ruling party. Also, the interim national chairman of the faction, Senator Nenandi Usman, warned against convincing allied defections with widespread popular support and emphasizing that opposition parties will continue to play a significant role ahead of the upcoming elections. 2027 battles, Kano earthquake as Yusuf dumps opposition for APC. The footage of these stories inside the Punch newspaper for today. Another story here with me in the Punch newspaper today. Discourse rejects federal government's free meter plan. Power distribution complaints have expressed doubts over the directives by the Minister of Power, Adebayo Adelabu, that prepaid meters must be free for all categories of customers, operators who speak with our components anonymously due to the sensitivity of the matters. Say the minister made only a political statement without considering the input of other stakeholders, especially the installer and meters providers. On Thursday, the federal government banned electricity distribution companies and installers from collecting any forms of payment for meters and warning that discourse officials and installers found extorting customers will be prosecuted. Adelabu issued the warning during an on-site inspection of newly imported smart meters at APM Terminal Apa, Lagos. Adelabu said the meters were procured under the World Bank-funded distribution sectors recovery program and must be installed for customers free of charge, stressing that any demand for money will be treated as an offense. He said the meters will be given to all electricity customers regardless of their bank. Discourse rejects federal government's free meters plan, power distributions. The footage of these stories inside the Punch for today. Another story here with me in the Punch for today. Adeleke slams Oyebamiji economy blueprint says its economy blueprint says it seeks to reverse current pace in professions of OSUN people. Governor Ademola Adeleke of Osun State has condemned the recently released economy blueprints of the governorship candidates of All Progressive Congress, Muniru Bola Oyebamiji, describing it as a capital flight-oriented, old-school thinking and beyond news of current socio-economic advances under Governor Ademola Adeleke. In a statement issued on Sunday at Osogbo, Governor Adeleke noted that a review of Mr. Oyebamiji economy plans confirmed that his ideas are outdated. In conflict with progressive ideas, he provides a condemnable attempt to reverse the economy booms currently being enjoyed by Osun people. Declaring Mr. Oyebamiji by his own admission seeks to return Osun to the old era of capital flight of Lagos and suppressive tax region to impose extreme poverty on Osun people. While Southwest interstate collaboration under Odua framework is already ongoing, the idea of Lagos corridor from Mr. Oyebamiji is a direct intention to kill Osun local content policy and destroy the drive to grow Osun economic in a sustainable agro-industrial platform and put an end to the successful push to grow Osun prosperity through digital economic. Adeleke slams Oyebamiji economic blueprints says it seeks to reverse current gains in impoverished Osun people. The footage of these stories inside the Punch for today. And before we go to the second edition of this program, which is the Tribune newspaper, we would like to listen to what we have on our studio. We'll be right back for the second edition of this program.
Discover the uniqueness in the entertainment industry. African Broadcasting Network (ABN) is now the pace setter in the industry. Do you want to advertise your product and services? Count on us. We will do it much more than your expectations. African Broadcasting Network (ABN) will deliver quick and prompt services. Our quality and clarity stands us out when it comes to delivering quality broadcasting. Our staffs are hardworking and versatile in the specific field of office. Our environment is so conducive and we are open to all. We also give advice on how to run your business profitably. African Broadcasting Network is situated at
9894 Eastern Street, Suite 875, Houston, Texas 77036.
Contact phone 281-652-8396 and
832-490-8203.
Website www.abntvnetwork.com. ABN, celebrating Africans' rich cultural heritage.
Now to the second edition of this program, the Tribune Newspaper. And before we go to the second edition of this program, if you'd like to watch it live and direct on our social media page, you can follow us, like, subscribe, and click, and comment and click on our Facebook, ABN TV Houston. Like us on our YouTube, click on ABN TV Nigeria as well. On our Twitter, you can also follow us and click on ABN TV Houston. And lastly, on our Instagram, click on ABN TV Nigeria as well. And now to the second edition of this program, the Tribune Newspaper. Sokoto lawmaker dumps ADC for PDP, gives reasons. A leading stalwart of the All Progressive Congress ADC coalition in Sokoto State, Senator Abubakar Gada, has returned to the People's Democratic Party. The lawmaker, who made the announcement at the end of the consultative meeting in Sokoto, said his decision was driven by the need to reclaim and rebuild the PDP in the state. Gada, who represented Sokoto East Senatorial District between 2027 and 2011 under the PDP, joined the ADC in 2025. Gada explained that events have unfolded, revealing significant structural and leadership challenges within the coalition, driven by prevailing political realities. This, he said, included issues of weak coalition's absence of strategic clarity and a noticeable lack of commitment at critical leadership levels. Gada added that after extensive consultation with political allies, stakeholders, and grassroots leaders, and after careful reflections, he decided to withdraw from the ADC coalition membership. Gada reassured the good people of Sokoto State of his steadfast commitment to inclusive leadership, grassroots empowerment, constructive political engagement, and the pursuit of good governance. He pledged a stable and dependable political platform and remain resolute in working collectively toward unity, sustainable development, and shared prosperity. Sokoto lawmaker dump ADC for PDP, gives reasons. The full text of these stories inside the Tribune newspaper for today. Another story here with me in the Tribune newspaper for today. Electoral Act Amendment Bill, stakeholders tackle NACS. With just weeks to express independent National Electoral Commission proclamations of the notice in 2027 general elections in February, the National Assembly may have come under intense pressure over delay in passing the Electoral Act in 2022 amendments pending in the Parliament. The pressure became more pronounced at the weekend as some major stakeholders expressed serious concerns over the delay, giving knocks to the National Assembly for not prioritizing the Electoral Act over petitions' political interests. The House of Representatives concluded its OSUN side of the legislative process as it passed its bill last December before it proceeded on recess. Aside, the joint public having held last October by the Joint Committee of the National Assembly on Electoral Matters, the Senate is yet to pass the bill. Electoral Act Amendment Bill, stakeholders tackle NACS. The full text of these stories inside the Tribune newspaper for today. Another story here with me in the Tribune newspaper for today, which is the last story here with me. Lagos government enforced power to collect tax debts directly from banks, employees, and others. The Lagos state government has announced plans to enforce its statutory powers to recover unpaid taxes directly from banks, employees, tenants, businesses, partners, and other third parties connected to the facing taxpayers. The following a public notice issued by the Lagos State Internal Revenue Services in which the agency declared its intention to apply the power of substitution as a provider under Section 60 of the Nigeria Tax Administrations. Under the Act, LIRS may issue substitution notice to bank and other financial institutions, employers, tenants, debtors, or consumers of the taxpayers. Once such notice is served, the recipient is legally required to remit the specified amount to LIRS from fund belonging to or payable to. The tax liability is deemed settled to the extent of remittance made while the failure to comply constitutes an offense under the Act. Specifically, bank and financial institutions are mandated upon receipt of a substitution notice to remit the stated amount without delay or confirming compliance with the issues. Lagos government to enforce power to collect tax debits directly from banks, employees, and others. The footage of these stories inside the Tribune newspaper for today. That what we have for an newspaper review. If you'd like to follow us live and direct on our social media page, you can like, share, subscribe, and comment and like. On our Facebook, you can click on ABN TV OSUN. Likewise, on our YouTube, you can click like, share, comment, and subscribe on ABN TV Nigeria as well. And on our Twitter, you can also follow us on ABN TV OSUN. Likely on our Instagram, you can also follow us on ABN TV Nigeria as well. And for those of you that are also using TikTok, you can also follow us on ABN TV Nigeria as well. Thanks for listening and thanks for watching. My name is Kenny Afolabi, and I wish you a blessed and prosperous day ahead. Bye for now.